I am the Judge President of the Free State Division of the High Court, and I will be your Program Director for the proceedings this afternoon. Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, Judges President, Acting Judges President, and other members of the judiciary in attendance, the Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Honorable Mr. Amos Masondo, Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mr. Msutu Muyepya, and fellow commissioners of the IEC. The Secretary to Parliament, Mr. Xolile George, the Secretaries of the National Assembly and the NCOP, Secretaries of Provincial Legislatures and officials of Parliament in attendance. The Chief Electoral Officer of the IEC, Mr. Sai Mamabolo, executives of the IEC and officials of the IEC present here today. The Secretary General of the Office of the Chief Justice, Ms. Meme Sojasengwe, and officials of the Office of the Chief Justice. I also acknowledge the presence of the former Acting Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Dichisa Sinodi, a man that hails from the lovely province of the Free State. All other invited guests and officials of the state in attendance today, members of the public present, and those following these proceedings virtually or via other electronic media. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to, on behalf of the Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa, Chief Justice R.M.M. Zondo, and the judiciary as a whole, to welcome you all to the ceremonial handing over of the Electoral Commission of South Africa's list of members of the National Assembly and provincial legislatures. That handing over will occur presently when the IEC formally hands over the list to the Chief Justice, who in turn will hand the list to the Secretary of Parliament. No member of the judiciary will have the list, please. We would be remiss to begin this occasion without acknowledging the good work done by the Independent Electoral Commission in delivering yet another successful national and provincial election. It had another dimension which made it more complicated in that we had a third vote, which is the regional vote. To the Chairperson of the Commission, Mr. Msutu Muyepya, fellow commissioners and your team of officials, we raise our heads to you for a job well done. You continue to inspire public confidence in our democracy, and your diligence does not go unnoticed. You yet again gave the people of the Republic of South Africa a voice, and they spoke, as they say. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an established practice in this country that after the announcement by the IEC of the results of the national and provincial elections, the IEC hands over the list of members of the NA and the provincial legislatures to the Chief Justice, who then, as I said earlier, hands it over to the Secretary of Parliament in preparation for the first sitting of the National Assembly and the provincial legislatures that will occur in due course. Although this is not an elaborate ceremony, it is nonetheless a very important milestone in fulfilling the constitutional obligations towards the formation of a new parliament and administration of our country, based obviously on the will of the people as expressed in the ballot papers for the 7th Parliament of the Democratic Republic of South Africa. We therefore take pride as the judiciary in hosting all of you here to witness this momentous occasion. It presents the passing of the baton among the institutions, given the important responsibility to ensure that our democracy works in a manner envisaged in our Constitution. Our democracy works because it is a collaborative effort among its institutions and arms of state that play a unique but independent role in laying the foundations for a democratic and open society in which government is based on the will of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony sets the scene for the establishment of the 7th Democratic Parliament of the Democratic Republic of South Africa, as well as the election and installation into office of the President of this country. According to Section 48 of the Constitution, before members of the National Assembly begin to perform their functions in the Assembly, they must first be sworn in or affirm faithfulness to the Republic and obedience to the Constitution, which is the supreme law of this land. In terms of Section 51, subsection 1 of the Constitution, the first sitting of the National Assembly takes place at a time and a date determined by the Chief Justice, but it should occur not more than 14 days after the election results has been declared. Similarly, insofar as the provincial legislatures are concerned, Section 110, sub 1 of the Constitution provides that after an election, the first sitting of a provincial legislature must take place at a time and on a date determined by a judge designated by the Chief Justice, but no more than 14 days after the election results has been declared. It's for this reason that you see these gentlemen and ladies here, they are the judges designated by the Chief Justice. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to make sure that the list as compiled by the IEC will be handed over to the Chief Justice and therefore say to the country that your will has been done. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, today we affirm that our democracy is alive and well, and that the various arms and organs of state continue to be firmly committed to fulfilling their constitutional mandates to build a united and democratic South Africa. Therefore, formally, on behalf of the judiciary, I once again invite you to the Constitutional Court. I do not know whether the program has been disseminated already, but the next item on the program would be some remarks by the chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission, Commissioner Msutu Muyepya. I call on you to address the nation. Thank you.
Program Director, thank you for this wonderful opportunity you have given to us. Let me get your permission to stand on the protocols that you have established and acknowledge them. I want to start through you, Chief Justice, Mr. Raymond Zondo, the justices present here, the guests that are here with us, honored guests that are here with us, members of the media, and everyone, fellow South Africans that are here with us today. Today, we officially present the final list of elected representatives for the National Assembly and the 9 provincial legislatures following the conclusion of the 2024 national and provincial elections. We do so in keeping with the established practice in South Africa that after the announcement of the results by the Electoral Commission, a list of the elected representatives must be handed to the Chief Justice, who in turn will process the matter with the Secretary of Parliament. This momentous occasion signifies the culmination of a robust and transparent electoral process, a process that has echoed a unified voice of our nation. Proverbially, the people have spoken. Chief Justice, our role as the Electoral Commission as contemplated in the Constitution, is to ensure that South African voters have exercised their rights and they choose leaders that will lead them for 5 years. We have carried out this responsibility, and today we say to you, we have indeed concluded that task. We have done so without fear, without favor, and without prejudice. The list that the Electoral Commission is presenting to you this afternoon comprises 174 women and 226 men. This means that 43.5% of the elected representatives are women. And thank you. And 56.5 are men. They range from 20 to 79 in age. That breakdown is as follows. 12 candidates are in the age cohort 20 to 29. 67 are 30 to 39. 110 are between 40 and 49. 110 again are 50 to 59. 90 are 60 to 69. And 11 are 70 and above. These representatives reflect the choices, the hopes, and aspirations of millions of citizens who exercised their democratic rights. In closing, let me express the Electoral Commission's deepest gratitude to everyone who played a crucial role in this electoral process, from the parties and independent candidates to the tireless efforts of election officials, party agents, observers, the state, civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, the media, organized business, organized labor, and everyone that is living in this beautiful country. Their commitment to ensuring a fair and transparent election has truly been commendable. Chief Justice, I now present the final list of elected representatives for the National Assembly and the 9 provincial legislatures. Will you please join me as I do so? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless our country.
You still want us to
Yeah.
do that?
Okay. Wait a second.
Thank you. I'll keep it.
Thank you, Mr. Muyepia, for the short remarks. It is indeed pleasing to note that more and more women are making it on the list, and achieving 43.5% of women representation in Parliament is a great achievement. So I think thanks must also go to the political parties for fielding so many women on their lists. The next item on our agenda is remarks by the Secretary of Parliament, Mr. Xolile George. Welcome, Mr. George.
Judge President Musi, the Program Director for this afternoon, our esteemed Chief Justice of the Republic of South Africa, Justice Raymond Zondo, Judge Presidents of our judiciary, various divisions of the judiciary, the Chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission, Mr. Musutu Muyepia, and other commissioners of the IEC and the CEO of IEC, Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Honorable Amos Masondo, former Acting Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Lichisa Tsinodi, Secretary General of the Office of the Chief Justice, and Secretaries of the National Assembly, National Council of Provinces, and Secretaries of Provincial Legislatures, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today deeply honored and with profound gratitude. This moment marks a significant milestone in our democratic journey, and it is only fitting that we recognize and appreciate the individuals and institutions that have made this possible. Allow me to express my sincere appreciation to Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. Your steadfast leadership and unwavering commitment have ensured the swift and timely handover of the lists of designated National Assembly members. Your office has managed this delicate constitutional process with precision and integrity, arranging this significant occasion seamlessly. Your dedication to upholding the rule of law and ensuring the smooth transition of power is commendable. Thank you for your exemplary dedication and for steering this process with such diligence and respect for our democratic principles. I would also like to extend heartfelt congratulations to the Independent Electoral Commission. Conducting free and fair election is no small feat, and you have done so with unparalleled excellence. Your world-class systems have empowered millions of South Africans to express their democratic choices. It is through your tireless efforts that our citizens could vote with confidence, knowing their voices will be heard and their decisions respected. Your commitment to transparency, efficiency, and fairness have once again reinforced the integrity of our electoral process. I offer my deepest gratitude to the over 16 million voters who participated in these elections. Despite facing challenging weather conditions at times, you demonstrated remarkable patience and resilience. Your participation as the people Your participation in this highly contested and historic election, marking the 30th anniversary of our constitutional democracy, is a testament to your commitment to shaping the future of our nation. Your decisions have determined who will represent you in Parliament, and it is now our responsibility to ensure that the new Parliament carries your aspirations and hopes for a better future. At the end of the 6th parliamentary term, as you said, Chairperson of the IEC, a notable 45% of the National Assembly MPs were women in the last Parliament, and that was totaling about 181 female representatives. This strong presence of women was evident from the beginning of the term, when 179 women were sworn in as members of the National Assembly. Throughout this period, our Parliament consistently ranked within the top 10 of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, a body of all parliaments of the world, for world parliaments with the highest representation of women, underscoring our commitment to gender equality and inclusive governance. While the list that we are receiving today might still change at some stage, consistent with our laws and procedures, our initial assessment indicates that in the list, female representation experienced a slight decline, dropping from 45% in 2019 to approximately 43.5%, with a total of 174 elected members who are women, as the chairperson has already outlined. Despite this decrease, the National Assembly remains dedicated to advancing gender parity and continues to be a significant player on the global stage for its effort in promoting women representation in politics. It is also worth noting that this